Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmosphere of our world around us, and this time we will comment a little bit on some recent events, fresh ones. Few days ago, Comrade Xi, the main leader of the CCP, so Chinese Communist Party, the largest gang in the world, he cemented his power, his position got strengthened. Most likely his henchpersons did their job and his potential opponents are no longer with us or somewhere else. Maybe they are enjoying the Gobi Desert or some other really isolated regions of the People's Republic of China. And Mr. Xi was confirmed for another term, and most likely he was confirmed lifelong on his position as a leader of the gang called CCP. So one can ask a question: what does it really mean for the world? For the world it doesn't mean much. Not so much will change, in my opinion, between the largest superpowers nowadays, I mean states, as well as big corporations and so on. So not so much will change within the geopolitical and economical relationships around the world, but what does this fact that Mr. Chairman, Mr. Xi, Comrade Xi, strengthen his position, what does it mean for Chinese people, for China? Actually, it doesn't mean anything good, because such things we saw many times, that when leaders eliminated all opposition in such totalitarian systems and they actually strengthened their power, they got absolute power. We can be sure that the court that is now surrounding Mr. Xi, these people will very quickly start abusing the power because they will not see any potential rivals. And Mr. Xi, of course, biology is always in place, will be older and older, and it will be tough for him to control them, tougher and tougher with time. And I always recall to myself nice quotation from the sixth volume of Dune by Frank Herbert that says to us something like this: that power itself doesn't corrupt people, because the people tend to say in many languages that power corrupts people and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This is only partially true. I agree with the extension of this saying by Mr. Frank Herbert that can be found, as I mentioned, in the sixth volume of Dune, his series of novels, that power already attracts pathological individuals, because only pathological individuals have really huge pursuit for power, and they want to rule the world and have influence on the life of other people. The more the better. And once they get power, simply this power corrupts them more, spoils them more. But they are already corrupted, that they are really aiming at having power more and more. So once they get this power, they only make another series of steps forward towards their degradation, towards their depravation. I seemingly do agree with this statement by Mr. Frank Herbert, and the same thing I think applies to Mr. Xi, Comrade Xi, as well as the current leader of Russia and so on. These guys are quite advanced in their ages, so in about 10 years, if they survive, we will have really huge problem, because there is no potential leadership in these countries. What will happen if they will go to the other world? Time will tell, and one thing I can now say for sure, that strengthening of power by Mr. Xi and his followers and his supporters doesn't mean anything good for Chinese people, because they will see the performance that has been seen many times in history, performance of old and gradually degrading tyrant and his court, that it's abusing more and more power they have. We will see where it will end, but at least this, what I mentioned, can be foreseen with 100% of accuracy. We can learn from history, and thanks to this, we can envision many things that will happen in the future. All the best, have a nice evening, bye.